Hey everyone, Egman here with a super quick, like right before the set releases, kind of like calling it deck list that I have. So, one of the big mechanics that come out with this next set is the swap and Goku's lineage kind of thing. But something that I feel like no one's really pointed out or done any videos for is that a lot of them have like the Universe 7 tag, like this Gohan, this Goku, the new super rare Goku here, and yeah, I really want to try to make a deck that kind of capitalized on that. So let's go through it. So I'm using the reason I'm using Piccolo Junior because I mean there's so many good leaders, and why am I using this one, especially with the bad front side effect that I made an entire video about. And the reason is I wanted a green leader because I wanted Son Goku Hope of Universe 7 to get his effect. I feel like this is really strong, and with the swap, you can get him out like a turn earlier. And additionally, I wanted something that would flip 2 of your energy to active mode, because this is kind of more mid-range. You don't need as much card draw because you have a lot of card draw and card advantage already with swap, so that's not very as important. And you're kind of more aggressive, so it's okay with attacking leader. So that's why. The other Piccolo I thought about because he has the Universe 7 tag, so the super combo can be the backbone of Universe 7 Goku. I've also tried Vegito, but Sacrifice is actually really good. So, and which also means I tried out Slug, but right now Piccolo Junior I think is the best bet, because the regular Piccolo, his awakened side would do nothing because we don't run a Namekian in this deck. So anyways, let's just go through it. So I'm going to go first through the swap line. So we have Bardock, of course, because he's the best one. He helps self-awaken. He does everything, really. And then you can play Gohan for 2, and then Goku for 3, Gohan for 4, and the abrupt breakthrough. And so you will notice that I chose all the 2, 3, 4, 5. All these have barrier, which is really nice and makes it really hard for them to get them off the field. And that's really, and with how good successor of Hope is, I really haven't needed a reason to run any extras of it. I mean, it is a shame the turns you don't get Bardock or successors, but that's kind of why one of the reasons I run Cronoa. But yeah, so you have this line. I haven't actually gone out Height of Mastery Son Goku because for usually on turn 4 it's better to just get out Hope of Universe 7 for 1 energy and discarding 2 Universe 7. That's another reason why you run a lot of Universe 7, because you need to discard 2 to EX Evolve for this guy, but we've got 4 of him, 1 of him, all 10 of these guys Universe 7, and then also we have Universe 7 representative in case we need a little bit more. Oh, and Roshi. So yeah, this card, meh. We'll see. I haven't swapped him out for 4 yet, just because games usually go too fast. What else? And then also we have the secret rare. This isn't really needed. I'll probably take this out, especially because I don't own it, and he's going for like $130 right now. I think it's like the most expensive card in the game. So if you don't have this card, you don't need to run it. It's a win more card. It's not a necessary in that card effect. Going to more support cards, so we have this is the Namekian super combo. You do it for 5 life, so that's why we're running this one. We have 3 Cronoa and 2 minus Killy Zone. I'm running these cards just kind of like generic meta counters. I don't really know. No one really knows what it's going to be, so these are kind of flexible as to if they're going to be in the once the game actually releases set 4. But I just put these in because they just help consistency because they had draw. And then the really big thing that can counter this deck is Crusher Ball. And so minus Killy Zone really gets around Crusher Ball. It's kind of like Battering Laser, but you don't have to pay an energy for it, and it's for the entire turn, so you stop all Crusher Balls. And then also the other reason I wanted to run Piccolo Junior is Sacrifice. This is a really cool negate. You can negate for 1 life, so it helps you awaken. If they're doing like a double strike crit, you Sacrifice instead, and then it just makes it better. And you can also surprise have in your hand because you can have all your energy tapped in, like, oh, they can't negate this attack, and then you just play Sacrifice, and they didn't properly play around it, so that's why that's there. And then we've got Flying Nimbus. Just it's a super good negate. I don't know how important Nimbus's effective stopping all battles for the end of the turn is going to be. You can easily see having 4 of these in the main deck just because you want this. Successor of Hope just because it's literally like a free any one of your Goku Legacy or Lineage that you need. It's good, it costs 0, so you can always trade it for something better. Universe 7 Representative just for a little bit more consistency, and it's really the only way we can find this Son Goku Hope of Universe 7. Chances are between all the card draw you have, especially with this 4-drop Gohan, you will get it, but just in case that's here, and then it's also not a dead card because you can use it for the discard for him. And I think that's it. Oh, 2 Roshis because it's a Universe 7 and a negate. So that's the main deck. The other reason I like Piccolo Jr. is that his ability is if you have 1 green, which if we do have green options and if it's a necessity, but if you pay 1, you can choose one of your opponent's cards with a cost of 5 or less and just kill it and get plus 5k. So that's really nice if you, especially like if you need to get around a blocker. You can just put a super combo or maybe an extra Hope of Universe 7 or Sacrifice, just put as your energy for that turn, and then you just have a 1 energy removal. So that's always handy to have. Side deck, this is really just put together at the last minute. Full power energy because we kind of run green and it's a good card. Adoptive Father Son Gohan just because it's almost a free blocker for this deck. Battering Laser because we like to not get negated. 2 Crusher Balls of our own, 2 more Flying Nimbuses and Roshis in case we need more negates in this deck. And then Ultimate Form Son Goku. I wish this is sewn a bit better. So this is the alternative to this guy. He's a 5-drop that comes out for 1 less if you have less than 3 energy, and it can also KO something when it comes out. So if this 8-drop swap doesn't really pan out, I can see me switching out these for that one. The only other thing is that it's a tournament promo, so it's a little bit harder to get to. So that's why I didn't really do that, and plus I wanted to swap it for him. And then 2 more minus Killy Zone because it's card draw, and you don't have to worry about any counter play cards coming out. So this is the deck. I wouldn't say this is finished. I'd say these Gokus, the Cronoa, Killy Zone, and the Secret Rare, all these are kind of flexible to come out. It just kind of depends on what the meta kind of shakes out to be and where we flex these cards out. But I think it's a really cool core. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you think would be better for the Universe 7 Goku Lineage line. There's like a lot of options for it, and this is just kind of what I thought was the best. So please let me know. Subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys after set 4 drops. Ooh, fancy.